I hear that. We are ready to go for match number 2. So let's go ahead and give it up then for luiznubn and TNS.
luiznubn444, sou do Brasil. Minhas expectativas para essas finais é que o delay e o lag não atrapalhem tanto. Eu espero que eu consiga fazer o jogo cadenciado, que eu fique mais com a bola e que eu consiga aproveitar as chances que eu consegui criar. Eu quero defender a equipe do Arsenal porque é uma equipe que eu consigo montar o time na formação que sou acostumado a jogar. E eu espero que seja feliz.
Hello, my name is TNS. I am the representative of Asia West, and I expect from the finals to be competitive by facing strong opponents from other region, and I wish to be the champion. And I want to represent Arsenal because it is a great club and my dream club too. And I wish to be the representative of Arsenal in the World Finals. It would be an honor for me. Vamos.
Well, great to hear from our next two to take the stage, of course, TNS. We've known him from several competitions in the past, and a relative newcomer, at least to you and I, Alex, the Brazilian Luis Enrique, 23 years old, really wants to stamp his name on a competition because he's probably sick to death at this point of us talking about Rental, the reigning world champion, Juninho, who's won, of course, the Manchester United club events in the past, has represented other English clubs, which is exactly the footprint that Luis Enrique here is trying to follow himself. So he's sick of hearing these names that have represented Brazil. He wants to be one of those names. There's a real chance for him here.
Definitely really interesting matchup we are seeing right now. The first for these two competitors, we saw that 4-2-3-1 formation for Luis Enrique. Next to that, aggressive and not custom formation with, let's say, custom formation from TNS, which both of them are using Bukayo Saka on one side, Arsenal Club Pact and Player of the Week. Really interesting, both players, same squad, really different cards, so each one having the favorite one. So here we go, the first, Brazil-Morocco, Luis Enrique versus TNS.
Match 2,
to go.
Moments away from kickoff. It will be Luis in the home strip, just making us wait a little bit longer. Finally kicks off attacking the right-hand goal, and the Moroccan TNS in that changed strip of Arsenal Football Club. We're underway here in match 2, and it's the Brazilian who loses possession first. And TNS loves to play, as you said, Alex, reactively to the opponent's defence. Likes to play direct when it's necessary, can be patient. Is probably one of the more complete and definitely experienced players on eFootball Mobile we've seen.
Yeah, definitely we see two different ideas. Luis Enrique trying to have an extra midfielder to make that superiority. And on the other hand, TNS having all the focus on the right winger, Bukayo Saka. When it's now Gabriel Jesus, the trick is not done. Great recovery now from Luis Enrique. Quickly, Harry connecting with Martinelli, and the counter-attack.
Here comes Luis, just being a bit more patient in his build-up, not wanting to give too much away early on. Jesus on the turn. Odegaard tries to break the lines in behind, and it was interesting to hear from Luis before the match, of course, giving us that video message. Great to, of course, put a face to the name. Said he wants to represent Arsenal because it's a team I can set up in the formation that I'm used to. We'll see how used to defending he is within this formation, because TNS is an aggressive player. But I find that fascinating, the fact that Arsenal allows him to use the formation that he likes using in a day-to-day basis. I think that's really smart, using a club and trying to qualify for the World Finals throughout a club route.
It's
is
Odegaard.
a great idea, especially if they use the formation that you're used to. Defended, well, I should say survived that time around, but Tienes in the opening half hour seems the happier of the two. Jesus round the corner to Kai Havertz, but, well, defended well at first from Luiz. Has to defend again as Jesus takes a snap strike. Odegaard still in there. Can he find Havertz? Oh, good
and
block.
The second chance.
Gabriel, that was vital.
Yeah, we saw that Luis Enrique has lost a little bit of control. Every single time he was regaining those action from Tienes, quickly losing the ball. And it's Tienes with the momentum, getting closer to the box of Luis Enrique. We'll see if has something prepared in this set pieces corner kick for Tienes. It will be Declan Rice, the kicker.
It'll be the in-swinger.
Oh!
Havertz in the air! Not the first time today, and something tells me, Alex, it won't be the last. We see the player of the week, Kai Havertz, head one home. And Tienes, just past the half-hour mark in match number 2, scores the opening goal.
For sure, Tienes has something prepared for this action. Wonderful corner kick. Right, accurate to the header of Kai Havertz, which again, with another header as in game 1. Wow. This time for Tienes, the Moroccan leading. And now it's Luis Enrique who has to respond to that shock and that lead from Tienes.
Tienes 1, Luiz 0. 10 minutes to go until half-time. And it's Tienes starting as we expected him to. But don't forget, in match number 1, we saw the favourite take the lead in similar time frames.
Nice predict with Declan Rice running back, switching control, running back, not going to the pressure, just to block once again, twice in a row for Tienes, blocking those passes. Declan Rice is the main one. It's Odegaard with the run. Harry, one-on-one, Saliba trying to catch it. Yes. In the very last moment, Luis Enrique was able to catch that run. Obviously, Harry, Odegaard is not that fast.
Half-time rapidly approaching. This one will be the last attack, I feel. It's cut out by the Englishman, Declan Rice. And it is Tienes 1, Luiz 0 at half-time. We've seen mostly Tienes turning the screw in that first half. What needs to change here for the Brazilian?
Well, it's difficult, no? At the end, he's facing Tienes, one of the best players in the world. So we saw Tienes having not that confidence at the start of the game, but Luis Enrique is not as sharp as we can spare at this stage. He needs to first find solution for those two DMF that Tienes is putting into the game and approaching those wingers, no? Those control, move from the left to the right, try to move Tienes defense and find those spaces behind. We'll see. It's not an easy choice. Now losing, you maybe means you need to be more aggressive, and then with that quick counter formation, Harry, your defense line is really, really high, and you can concede the second goal.
How difficult is it to really follow in the footsteps of other countrymen that have had success on the world stage? Because, of course, we mentioned earlier, you know, Dennis Bernard, Philip Frank, all of these names. We saw Huda kind of fall at the first hurdle in match number 1 as we're underway here in the second half. Do you think maybe Luiz has a similar kind of expectation from his countrymen to represent Brazil
Harry is
in
Brazilian.
the right way?
So
Saka on the near
with
side
this score,
tackled.
it's not over for him, but he needs to get some breathe, some confidence with those passes also, because at the end, it's Bukayo Saka.
Will Saliba intervene?
But, another time, Luis Enrique in the last moment surviving Harry, because he's surviving with those counters of Tienes every single time that connect with the left winger. Odegaard is completely running forward alone, and that's a problem for Luis Enrique.
So 10 minutes so far in this second half. If you're just joining us, it is Tienes in the Arsenal away strip, currently with a 1-goal advantage.
But let me say, it's wonderful to see Tienes with that formation, because it's the first time I'm seeing him with that one. It's a completely formation that we are really used to see on console. We now see the chance of Luis Enrique, Ben White.
Wow, Ben White has joined the attack there.
The missed pass. Harry is the counter.
There would be a problem if Ben White doesn't get back in time. It looks like Tienes is trying to exploit that exact weakness, and Saka has won the ball for him in midfield
Once
as well.
again,
The 1-2,
wow.
Fantastic. Who can catch Saka, if anyone? And Havertz!
Now, it's unbelievable how that formation is working properly for Tienes. Wonderful finishing, first time shot, Kai Havertz. And every single time Bukayo Saka is running forward, has a Formula 1 car running, because that speed is insane. Nothing for Ben White. That exactly this chance, if we remember when it was Ben White running up front and leaving behind that slot for that counter from Tienes.
He remembered.
Wonderful.
He remembered on his way to the attack. Even though he couldn't do it the first time around, he remembered that Ben White had a lot of ground to cover to get back in defence.
You need to finish your chances, Harry. At this level, those details makes the difference. I have to say, it's really impressive to see the standard card of Tomiyasu rather than one of the special ones from him. It's a card that even the standard one works properly, really good. But we'll see. 2 goals down. Wow, this stuff, it's missing like 30 minutes. We'll see. Now Luis Enrique needs a goal, 100%, as soon as possible.
Absolutely, he does, following the Tienes second half goal, which put him 2 goals in front. We will need to see some chances forged and taken by Luis Enrique if he wants to salvage some points here in the group stages. 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, we'll see. Now Tienes doing what it has to do, taking the possession, taking the control. Desperate a little bit your opponent, but not really playing defensive, just moving the ball around left to right. Look at that line of 4 strikers. That's what he wants. Martinelli with a rhythm change inside the ball. The turn.
What can you say?
Ciao, 3-0 from Tienes. What a way to start the competition.
Patience paid off. Tienes has 3 goals, no doubt has 3 points in his opening group stage game here. But this goal was fantastic. The drop of the shoulder, the cut inside, and the finish was wonderful. And you painted a perfect picture, Alex, because you said it's patience. He wants to play it from right to left, left to right. That's exactly what he did in the build-up.
No, definitely quite late every single moment of that last action. Luis Enrique wasn't catching properly the defender to match up those turns, those actions. Wonderful finesse. 3-0 for Tienes, which is showing us why he is the favorite for today's competition.
So Tienes 3, Luis 0.
And he wants more. We'll see now if there's a reaction. The through ball is Gabriel Jesus. Magallanes, Gabriel Jesus. Yes.
There is life in Luis yet. That player of the week, Gabriel Jesus, tucks it home. And is there enough time for the Brazilian to stage a comeback here? You'd imagine Tienes has the defensive capabilities to hold him off, but stranger things have happened here, Alex.
No, definitely. It's on time. It's on time for reaction. We saw maybe more relaxed than usually. Tienes switching saw great momentum, great through pass, great finishing. 3-1. We'll see. It has to be now. Luis Enrique needs a second goal to be on the game. We'll see.
So 3-1,
the
and that is wonderful. Jesus
Whoa.
towards Jorginho!
Whoa. Wonderful kick of Tienes. That's all. 4-1 is like, you have a response, I have a better one. Wonderful play. Wonderful play.
He is a special player, Tienes. We saw him last year, of course, at the FC Barcelona club finals, made it all the way to the grand final, lost on penalties there, was able to qualify for the world finals still throughout the open route, if I remember correctly. The world finals didn't go his way. He's represented Morocco on the national stage, made it all the way to finals again, but came away with a silver medal. Something tells me this story of Tienes is going to continue on, and it's going to make, when he eventually wins a title, that much sweeter. Of course, plenty of group stage action still to play, but there's a reason we figure him as one of the favourites here. 90th minute rapidly approaching, and he is 4-1 to the good.
Yeah, definitely. Well, 4 minutes left. we see that TNS every single time have a lot of facilities on that left wings every single time. Ben White joint attack, left a lot of space behind, another finesse. Martinelli in a fashionable way, scoring the 5th one in this game. Player of the week. This car is really good, Harry, but on hands of Einten TNS is even better. That block, that sliding tackle from Saliba wasn't enough. And the feeling that we were seeing during the whole match, Harry, Luis Enrique is not finding solutions with the cursor, with the matchup, following those runs from the left-hand side of the pitch from TNS. That's why we've seen that score, 5-1. And wow, wow, wow.
I mean, that's a statement when you see the 4th official hold up 5.
He will have the last one.
Luis will
No.
almost get another one back.
Unlucky, but overall.
There's the full-time whistle. When you see the number 5 held up by the 4th official, you think, oh, I have to defend and there's a chance for my opponent to come back. Tienes has that mentality to think, no, there's more time for me to go and get more goals. That's exactly what he did. The stats speak for themselves. Tienes, 3 points over Luis Enrique.
And great start. There's no better start of your competition as TNS did with that result. Overall, we saw Luis Enrique having some flashes in the attack that he can do something else, but which is the most important part of the competition, which is in the defense side. He wasn't able to defend any single action from TNS. Tactically was impossible to defend, let's say. He has to change something. Ben White has to put it on defensive individual tactic, let's say, because those run from Martinelli, Odegaard was outstanding and really easy for TNS, for sure.
Yeah, we saw different orientations, I suppose, of the formation, because it was close. We saw it there. I mean, 2/3 of the match had gone through. I mean, 65th minute, it was still only 1-0 to TNS, so it was close and it was competitive.
Yeah.
But it was that note, wasn't it, from TNS? He saw Ben White attacking for Luis, whereas we saw from TNS when Ben White was in possession, he wasn't trying to go forward. He wasn't trying to join the attack, and that's where those 70 days come into it, from the round 4 to the club finals. Those 70 days you use to really get to know your squad and your tactics. Something tells me TNS has done his homework.
It's a balance. You need to find a balance in your formation. Having those fullbacks running up front gives you a lot in the offensive side, but defensively, if you don't finish your chances, man, you will struggle a lot running back, and that's why TNS got really simple. No, we haven't seen those formations as TNS is putting it today properly before in mobile. Yes, on console. That says a lot. TNS is taking an eye on console size, digging, and his game starts to keep improving, and now he's found something else.
We're admiring some of his handiwork here. Of course, we did see the somewhat of a consolation in the end from Luis, but I'd say that 3rd goal, he was able to cut inside with Martinelli. Probably the pick of the bunch, I would say, from TNS. Had a little bit of everything.
And we'll see now the replay of the kickoff right after this run. The kickoff, you can train it at home, and you can more or less, depends your formation, having that automatic movement in your mind to make it
muscle
instantly, boom, 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 easy. And that's why, look at that, the simple, perfect. Luis Enrique wasn't able to run back with one of those defenders. He did, but quite late. And wonderful build-up play with that kickoff. Jorginho, scoring with that special car that KONAMI bring him with as a CF, which is funny from one side, but this time really worth it in this competition.
Part of the Halloween campaign, I think, wasn't it? Where we saw some players move positions. It's always fun to see them being brought into the tactics here at the club events, and we're seeing Jorginho there, as you said.
I don't know if Jorginho is watching it today, but it's like he's scoring goals as a striker. He has to be proud of it. So we'll see.
We hope he's watching, but there was the 5th and final goal we saw from TNS in match number 2 of our live stream. Here's, of course, first game of the group stages. I mean, what can we say about TNS?
TNS has set the level on today's matches, and if someone has something to say, he needs to prove it because he proved already. So
he really has.
Stuff for the rest.
He is a strong competitor. I think he's proven to everyone at home that we know what we're talking about a little bit when we say he's one of the favorites.
it's only the first game as well.
Of course, still there could be things that go downhill for some, uphill for others. You never know. But so far, so good for Tienes. He is top of the league after that 3-point performance, Semra. What do you make of that one?